I am Kraken. I wasn't really planning on this to be my first video. I was more planning on horror Minecraft, but I will have to wait for that because my computer is a potato. Before we get started on the whole mod showcase, I just do want to say a few things. So, sorry if you hear my fan. That's my 5-year-old computer. I need a new one. And then it may be a bit laggy. Also, sorry about that. I really need a new computer. So, I hope at some point and within the next 5 months or something, 5, 6 months, I get a new computer. So that's what I'm mainly planning on. Anyways, so this is gonna be more of a serious thing called the bounty board. My goal is to make it so every biome is good and is worth going to. Oh man, let me think. It's not so boring. What I started with was the desert, because that's pretty boring biome. But what I'm going to do is change it so there's at least something worth going to. Something worth getting. This mod is on CurseForge. I will put the link in the description. And it is for NeoForge Minecraft 1.21.4. I do want to update it to like the spring to life drop because that has all the new plants, so that'd be really cool. Plus the new custom spawn eggs that I really hope I can do. Because currently in this, it's just those boring circle eggs with the dots on them. So we can get started. Just know I'm not an expert at all this. I am using InCreator to make this mod. But, and there are going to be a few bugs. I have noticed some when I was doing all this over here. I will get to it and explain them, and I promise I will fix them in the future. Also, this is, Desert's Bounty update 1.0.7. I released it the day I'm recording. So please go and download it. I spent a lot of time on this. I'm really happy about it. I like how it's turning out. I am sorry if you hear my computer or I do something wrong somehow. This is my first video, as I said. So we're going to start with one of my favorite features I've ever made in this. The Cactus Wood. This used to look way uglier, a lot more green too. But now it's a bit more yellow to match the cactus texture, or the bottom part of it. It looks like a log. Everything here works. I don't have any trapdoors, signs, boats, none of that. So I do want to add that in the future. I don't know when. Some point at least. And then all of this does work. I do like how it turned out. There's a lot of these little spiky things, parts of the cactus, that I really like the texture of. So my goal was to make like a bit of a greener wood. It has a bit of a green hint to it. But I like it. I like how it turned out. This is a nopal. So you craft them by putting one cactus in the crafting table, and then you'll get 4 of these. This thing restores a bit of hunger, pretty good if you are wandering through the desert and need food. Just chop down a cactus and eat this. These haven't grown yet. Okay, well these are called wild beans. They are only found in like loot or something. I do want to make it so desert villages can have them on farms. I'll try to figure that out at some point. Then there is the wild bean seeds. You plant these. So what you do is you'll put wild beans in your crafting table and it'll make one of these or 2 of these or something. And then if you throw the wild beans in a furnace, you'll get baked beans. So they'll look like that, not too special. And yes, you can eat all of this, except for the wild seeds. These you plant. I will bone meal this because I do want to show what it looks like at the full growth stage. That didn't grow. There we go. So this is what it looks like at full growth. They do take a long time to grow, so I will need to up that up. Cause I mean it's a really slow process. I will fix that. Maybe. But they do work. If you break them, you'll either get seeds, beans, or both. So that's always good. Next up we have the black sand. So there's the black sand. Looks pretty much like black sand. So there is also a biome called the black sand dunes. I will get to that later. But right now it's just the blocks and other stuff. This is black sandstone. Pretty much all just a retexture of black sand. Or regular sand, not black sand. This is the chiseled black sandstone. I chose a bunny for the face because I was thinking of small desert mobs and the bunny caught my attention. Plus, it fits somewhat well. I like it. Then there's cut sandstone, then all the slabs. Alright. So there's not a lot with this, but there's a black sand dunes biome and a structure in there. It's not too special. I'll show you later. Up next we have the dust. So there's dust, dust, and dust. So this is actually supposed to be red dust and black dust, but I forgot to change that. I will change that in a bit later on. This is the dust bomb. I will show you how to craft it, if I remember how. You can't craft it with this dust yet. I still need to add that. I promise I will at some point. Then I'm pretty sure it's gunpowder and string. Oh, there's one thing I forgot already. I will show you guys that in a little bit. So you take your dust, put in a gunpowder, then a string. Wait. Oh, wait, crap, I forgot. I forgot to change it. Well, there's a couple things I really need to change. Just now, I completely forgot about a few things. I set a few things as placeholders. I will go back to that. I will update it, fix all that. By the time the video is out, it will be fixed. I promise. Next we have the dust banner pattern. Looks a bit like this. You can find it in some structures in the desert biomes. You can't find it in desert pyramids. I probably will have to change that. But you can find them from cartographers, I believe. I think I changed it to that. I'm not sure. This is what it looks like on a banner. Nothing too special. I mean, it's literally just the dust texture. It's not too cool, but that's what it is. Moving on to the plants and this. This is an ocotillo. They look like this in the item thing, and when you walk through them, they kind of like slow you down a little bit, cause they are. I think they're weeds. I'm not sure. I'll look that up. Pretty cool. They don't do much at all. This is the desert lily, though. It's just another flower. You can craft it into white dye, I believe. I think. This is a small cactus. Doesn't hurt you. And finally, this is parched dirt. You can only find it in the black sand dunes biome and desert. It'll usually be in like a small area. They're not too rare, but not too common, so you'll probably find them. It's just more of a lighter, drier dirt. I may make it so you can put water on it to turn them into regular dirt, maybe. But that's it for the natural stuff. Now moving on to the Pinyon Wood set. So this is these are pinyon trees. Another bug I noticed, I was planting the sapling and it only grew this tree. So I do need to fix that. I know the fix already. I pretty much know all the fixes to all this already. Just remembered what I forgot. So it's kind of like a grayer oak. I'll even get out the oak. Just a bit more gray than oak, but I think it looks a little cool. Here's the leaf texture. I wanted something a bit more spread out or not a lot of it. And this just came to my attention. I think it looked cool. I think it looks a little cool, maybe. I don't know, let me know. I may change the log texture and maybe the planks texture, because it is literally just a retexture of oak. So this is the button. There's no door yet, or trapdoor, or sign, or boat, any of that. But there is a sapling. It works. This is what it looks like. I like it. I think it's cool. And then there are two more things, but I do just want to mention this is my first ever mod, so please be kind about it. I will be learning new things throughout the bounty board series, and I do have a lot of plans coming up. So next up we have the Jerboa. They're pretty passive. They don't really do much. They literally just wander around. They don't drop anything. But they do this cute little tail thing sometimes, and I find it adorable. So in survival mode, I just set my game mode to that. They'll run away from the player usually. They're a bit skittish. So if you try to breed them or feed them, you can't tame them. But you can breed them, which is pretty cool. They're just a cute little mob. Next up we have, right, I think they despawned. Okay. We have the lizard. They are pretty loud. They're custom sounds too. So they drop a raw lizard, as you can see right here. You can eat it, obviously, but there is also a cooked version, cooked lizard, which we'll do a bit more. You can test it in survival if you want when you get this mod. If you get this mod, please do. I need you to get this mod. If you don't, you are dead to me. But that's it for over here. Now let's go into another world. So this is kind of what the desert looks like. I have my render distance low, so it's not super laggy. But this is what the desert looks like normally. A lot of ocotillos, desert lilies. Oh, there's a pinyon tree right there. But I came here to show you, not just to show you the generation, but also a structure called the Sphinx. So generated a little weird. There's also another structure generated right inside of, so that's fun. But if you come over to the back here, then you might think, oh, there's just a pile of sand, nothing here. Super boring, nothing at all. Unless you break this block. Come down here and open this chest, and you'll have a ton of loot. 2 sharpness swords, that's a bit much, but yeah, I might need to change the loot a bit. I may change a lot of things throughout the making of this mod. But right now, it is what it is. Over here is the black sand dunes. Doesn't look too cool. It's pretty basic. The animations aren't working. I'm still trying to figure out the mobs, but okay, the idle animation works. That I do know. That's always good. Where they like wag their tail or slowly wag their tail. But what I was looking for was this. This is the Black Dunes well. There's literally nothing in here. I mean, there's not much in here, but if you're wandering around black sand dunes and you stumble upon this, that's nice. That's good. I'm not very good at ending this, so bye.